Merry Christmas.
What up, what up, what up? Peace, everybody. It's your boy Universal, aka Wax Groove TV. Season 2, episode 2, Brokest podcast. Yeah, man. I'm so broke. Got the fake rapper chain on. Can't afford no socks or shoes today. But as usual, I got my light skinned homie to the left.
How you know that's not the right?
I mean, it's my left, your right.
Well, anyways, the one and only Mr. DCYOP.
I got the other homie.
Caramel Slim.
Listen, don't let this guy fool you. I was talking to him earlier. Listen, you know how we make fun of women being Instagram models? Yeah. Ramel is a fucking male IG model.
I'm nowhere near it.
That's a fact, though. That's a fact.
Don't let this man fool you.
This is my go-to guy when I want to do a photo shoot.
My inbox dry.
I'm dead. To the right, man, we got the one and only.
You already know, it's Stevan today, nigga who don't play, was born in May. What's wrong with your day? I hope it was okay.
Yeah, man, so I hope you guys all liked episode 1 of season 2. You know, we back at it. Like I said, we're going to be pumping these videos out quite often. So definitely like this video. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. And share this motherfucker, because we still broke. Anybody want to throw us some money? Sponsors, Cash Apps, PayPal, children, grandparents, we take it all. Food stamps, you know what I mean? We all for it.
Merry Christmas.
So in typical fashion, you know, let's start off with what everybody's been listening to. Has anything changed since last time we were here?
Yeah, 38 special.
Okay.
A bullet for every heathen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for every goddamn reason. Yeah, that shit had me cheesing in the whip when I first heard it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I was in shock. You know what I'm saying? But
that got replay value.
I had my man 38 special on the radar. You know, since Benny joined, I had him on there. You know, so I've been looking out for him, and I was shocked when it came out on the title. I was like, ooh, put it on. And it was a pleaser, you know. It didn't disappoint not one bit. And I've been rocking with it since it came out.
Yo, is it true that or maybe
Merry Christmas?
My
yes,
understanding, does he produce his own beats though?
Oh, I'm not too sure on that.
If he doesn't, he definitely got an ear for beats.
Yes, he does. The joints on there, the production on there is fucking
fire. The samples are bananas.
Like I would have stuck, you know.
Yeah, you gonna have to check that out.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely a bar for bar type of rapper, you know. Definitely, I put money on like for real, yo. 38 special got bars.
Nah, he nice.
Like,
He be
wigging.
Shit,
he nice.
Especially wigging. I caught him to him late.
And I treat him like currency. I couldn't get past his voice for the longest time, but then on that plugs I met, he bodied that track though, that Sunday school joint. Yeah. So after that, I had to listen to him after that, and I'm like, all right, this dude can spit. But yeah, that's really, I did do spitter like that. Like until Covert Coupe came out, I used to be like, just push them off, and I'm like, whoa, he got Gangsta Gibbs, Dizzo on there, Prodigy. Yeah. I finally listened. Holmes got it.
Spitter is how I got put on the Gibbs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? To keep it 100.
So Caramel Slim, what about you? What's in your playlist?
I'm strictly old school. I don't do none of this new age shit. I don't listen to the baby, the other. There's like 3-4 babies out here. I don't listen to none of them. I rock 38 Special, the whole Griselda. I like the shorty that got Shay Neo or Shay Noir.
Shay Noir, I think it is.
Let me see who else. Keep it going. A few underground cats like I don't know. It's so many. I'm mainly like old school, Big Pop, all that. I still listen to that like it just dropped. So
can't keep up with all the new shit.
Yeah, it's too many of it. Like I like certain stuff of it, like certain songs, but I don't really go check for music like how I used to. Like
Gotcha.
Pop Smoke, like I won't say he crazy lyrical, but I kind of like his little movement going on.
Right.
Billy B, Shorty. So it's a couple out there. That I'm checking. Like,
yeah. My man got the list over there. So what's good?
Yeah, you know I gotta come prepared.
Come on, like, yeah, let's hear it.
All right, so the last time we did this, you know, we pretty much we did it before my guy dropped his album. I'm gonna start it in no particular order. I'm just gonna start off with For the Miami 2, Ross, The Boss. That's what I've been vibing out to, and a few other albums. I'll start off with him though. He got 15 tracks on that joint. It dropped August 15th.
Right.
Some notable songs he got on there is I'm gonna start off with White Lines, cause that's featuring my girl Dej Loaf. I love that song.
Lord.
And you know, you know when it comes to Ross, you know he talking about, you know, that bullshit, and you know he trying to, you know, exactly, you know, finesse the ladies and stuff like that. But it's you know, it's a bunch of like bragging and stuff like that and
You know what's crazy about Ross? Some shit I just seen that I thought was highly factual, not taking anything against his raps and anything, but I had seen an article that said CEOs who are better CEOs than rappers.
Yeah.
And I definitely agree. Not taking anything from you, Rick, but I definitely feel you are a better CEO.
So you're saying he's a better businessman than he is a rapper?
Yeah.
Why you laugh?
Why you laugh like that, yo?
Did he say he a better CEO than a rapper? That's
Basically a better businessman than a rapper.
Oh, all right, I get it. All right.
Nah, I'll touch on that.
It was an article I seen, you know, and so he just I just
that's your
remember that,
opinion.
you know what I'm saying? And
I mean,
I'm not taking. I think he's a good rapper. Like he's decent. He know how to make a hit.
I was late to Ross. I ain't gonna front. He another one. His ear for beats is amazing.
Yeah.
But
Definitely.
I can't think of any wrong moves he's made as a businessman.
Nah, and to tell you the truth, his business savvy, you know, I respect it, but not like a Esteban though. I respect it as equal as I expected.
I'm not saying he's the greatest. I'm
Respect
just saying.
his flow, but see me personally, and this is just my opinion. At this point now in his career, I'm putting him up there with the other upper echelon MCs that's in the game. He's been in the game for a minute and he's consistent.
Right.
Please tell me who though.
Pete though. I'm putting him up there. I'm putting him up there with the Jays. Listen to me though.
I could understand why you would say that
I'm putting him
though.
up there with the Jays. Listen to me though.
Now I'm listening.
I'm putting him up there with the Nas's and shit like that because he been in the game so long and to still drop an album in 2019 and that shit go #1. Ain't nobody doing that but these cats. And for people to still be checking for him and to still be relevant, and you making other boss moves and people checking for your businesses and shit like that.
I think that's the reason why is because he's made boss moves. If he wasn't making boss moves, his music wouldn't be moved.
I mean, but that's the same thing could be said for Jay. Because honestly, y'all know how I feel about Jay. He's a great businessman, but I think he's, y'all know how I feel. But because of those business moves, you constantly say, all right, damn, like Jay's relevant because of it. So then when he put out that music, it's relevant because of everything else.
All right, so getting back to you then, Mr. Merry Christmas.
Yes.
So since you sleeping, I'm gonna give you
I'm
some.
not sleeping. That's the thing.
I'm gonna give you some
I'm not
notable
sleeping.
tracks to check out on his new album.
I know,
right?
We sitting down, but I'm not asleep. Don't listen to me. I'm not asleep, yo.
So some notable tracks that stand out on his album. You got Big Time featuring Swiss. We spoke about Swiss last time.
Yup.
But Swiss didn't produce the beat though. Just Blaze produced it, and Swiss is just talking his talk.
Ad-libbing or whatever on it. Gotcha.
You got that.
Okay. I get it. Yeah.
Showtime.
You got the Rich Lifestyle track featuring Nipsey Hussle and Tiana Taylor. Everybody been talking about
rest
that
in
for a
peace,
minute.
Nip.
You got Still I Pray featuring Wife and Lucci and Ball Greasy, and you got Running the Streets featuring A Boogie. Yo, A Boogie. I'm not an A Boogie fan, but for a young cat, if people keep requesting him to do tracks with them, I mean, I guess
I feel he's doing something.
He's doing something
Yeah,
right.
so it's funny y'all say that.
Me, I can't.
It's funny you say that
He
because
remind me of he like the male version of Dej Loaf to me.
Yo.
Well, I'll give you that. Touch me. I'll give you that.
But see, I'm gonna tell you
But see,
why you don't like A Boogie.
I like Dej though.
No, I'm gonna tell him why he like. See, I'm not naturally an A Boogie fan, and this is gonna be like
like Dej's style.
a whole nother topic for podcast. We're gonna have to do like a fathers and hip hop topic. But I'm naturally not an A Boogie fan. But I put that A Biggie on in the whip, my son go bananas. He go bananas. So I don't naturally like it, but I'm kind of forced to like it in a sense because I see them happy and dancing and going wild that
absolutely.
it makes me end up playing and rocking and vibing to it. But naturally, I wouldn't listen to it on my own. You know what I mean?
Nah, I'm not. I'm
So-
not running around banging no.
So since we on this topic in general, like, what do y'all think of? I mean, I haven't listened to these bodies of music in a whole, but like Young Thug dropped the album that's I heard
that's
they
out.
making
I'm
it.
not
Basuda.
Yeah, he too flexible for me.
Ooh.
Like,
What about
Thug
the
is not
quality control, John?
I'm not checking for that either. I'm just being honest. That's
People,
not.
I mean, that's.
Yeah,
what
but
they
see,
say.
everybody on QC, it makes the same wavelength of music. It's not really different. Like, they don't have a team that's well-rounded in my eyes. It's like everybody has either a Migos or Cardi style. Like, you got Migos, you got Lil Yachty, you got Cardi, you got the, what's the other girl? I think Cash Doll or Saweetie or something like that. One of them other girls.
Sweetie hard. I fuck with
So-
Sweetie.
That's not
Her
my
style is
type of-
different.
That's not my
Saweetie,
type of
some other
music.
chick.
Sweetie style different. Real talk. I mean, I've been messing with her.
I think it's
since,
her. I'm not sure. It could be her or Cash Doll. I don't remember who signed to the label,
I
but
don't know either now.
Nothing
but
against
she's
y'all,
from
get
LA
y'all money,
or,
but that
or
ain't-
the Bay
that
Area.
ain't my
My
style
bad.
of
Pause.
music.
Take that back. She's from like the Bay Area or whatever. And I fuck with her. You know what I'm saying? She do her thing.
or
You know, she got good music out there. You
Well-
know, in her own lane. Like I like people like that create their own lane, and I felt like she definitely did that. She the one that came out with all that. What was that? She got on the Gucci Man joint in the beginning. Damn, I can't think of it right now, but that was the first one. I heard that and I was like, okay, I fuck with her. I like that shit. Like she flipped it real quick, but yeah, shouts out to her too.
so
You know?
what else you got on the list?
All right. Well, since we're talking about the ladies, gotta.
Yep. I already know where you're going with it.
We gotta talk about Rhapsody. We gotta talk about Eve.
Listen,
We gotta talk about Eve.
I didn't hear her latest drink, but I fucks with Rhapsody hard. Like compared to
What you think, Wax? I'm telling.
listen. So the last time I reviewed one of Rhapsody's projects, he actually did it with me.
my first
yeah,
joint.
that was the first time I had him on the channel. But I will say this: for years, I've been saying Rhapsody and Jean Grey are some of the dopest females out there. I don't want to get too touchy on the subject because I think we definitely need some women on here to talk about Rhapsody. But if you haven't listened to Eve and you're a female, go listen to it.
Absolutely.
check her out definitely.
And let me
None of that Meg Thee
hit you off with
Stallion
some
shit.
noticeable.
None of
with
that
some
city girl shit.
some tracks you need to pay attention to. That's on the album. Cleo.
My favorite track.
And the way her album is set up is, you know, she's paying homage, you know, to you know, women that she thinks played a significant role in, you know, the revolution of, you know, female. So she got a track on there called Aaliyah. She got Serena,
Yup.
and she got, check this out, that pole that she got on there, Raina. That Raina's interlude.
That shit is hard. That shit's
So I wish, nothing against the track because I love it, right? But I wish she would have flowed on it in the beginning and then let Raina
do her thing.
take it out.
Kind of like
Yes.
Sky Zoo did on the heirlooms and accessories
Yes.
joint, right?
Yes.
How he had that, and then the shorty was talking in the
Absolutely.
interlude, and then she hit him with the "Now take your pants off."
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was dope. You know why I'm a huge fan of Rhapsody? It's because she has the ability, as a female, to rap from a woman's standpoint and then from a man's standpoint. Like she can still rap and make you understand it, like hear it from a woman's point of view, but you get it as a man, where a lot of women don't do that.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna keep it funky. Hey, Rhapsody, if you listening to this,
Merry
you
Christmas.
might not be listening to this because we broke. But if you ever do, I've never called a woman out of her name. I just wanted to get that off my chest.
And that's a Merry Christmas to all the ladies.
Never. Me,
You know?
Mr. DCYLP, never. And I always say this, that the power is in women. And I'm going to forever say
I've
that.
said that too.
Because I'm not a fool. I'm not blind from the facts. I know the power has always been in the woman.
I guess another comparison to that. So you know how you just said we not getting in the whip and listening to like a Cardi B or something like that, right?
Yeah.
So remember Ghostface's Wizard of Poetry album?
Yeah.
I felt like that was one of his best bodies of work to me, but that was like a marriage of like a hardcore hip hop fan being able to introduce women to like a Ghostface catalog. And I think that's what you get with Rhapsody's album. You're able to have introduce men to like listening to a female and being able to rock out the way she rocks out and like really draw you into it. You know what I mean?
And I forgot my girl too, and this might be over, some people's heads though, but I haven't felt this way about another female MC since I used to listen to Bahamadia.
You took it way back.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. Chill. You feel me? You feel me? And that's just me. So, but she killed this album though.
Nah, this album's dope.
And she had her introducing the Floyd. I can't even speak right now. The poetic aspect to the album reminded me of Floetry. That's what I wanted to say. I love Floetry too.
We can't go too heavy on this because we're gonna have to say this and do the all female joint. We're gonna get Racine on there.
We really gonna have
We got to get Racine back on this, like I said.
There's a lot of females out there, but it's a lot
so we got to say that. We got all female episode coming real soon.
Shout out to the ladies though.
Yeah.
No, I got another album that might.
We ain't got no money, but we got some chicken for y'all.
I got another album. I got another album that might go over a few people's heads too.
What's that?
That's worth checking out. It's what is it? May the Lord Watch.
Whose album is that?
Little
The Little Brother joint? You know what? I heard about that. I didn't get a chance to listen to it yet.
It's fire.
Twitter was going crazy over that album. I heard that album was fire.
It came out August 20th, and that shit picks up exactly where the minstrel show left off. It is fire.
But what's the name put out an album last year that was fire from Little Brother? Fonte? His album, I can't remember the name of it right now, but I bumped that album like heavy last year. So
shout out to Lil Bro.
It doesn't shock me.
I'm happy they linked up, after a 14-year hiatus and came through and represented. Now, speaking of Little Brother and Fontaine Big Pooh, the only member that was missing is Ninth, because Ninth was probably dealing with Rhapsody at the time.
Well, in that and too, you got to remember they got a joint venture with Rock Nation.
Yeah.
Well, Jamala and then Rock Nation, so they got a joint venture. So yeah, I mean
the production, the production is definitely not lacking though. I'll tell you that.
Good.
The album's fire. So shout out to them, Little Brother.
Shout out Lil Bro.
So for me, cause some of the same stuff I've been listening to. So Crime Apples, Madayo. I finally figured out how to say that the right way. So shout out to Crime Apple. I really like him. Etho, Hell's Roof. Mind you, I've been listening to Etho for a minute. I don't know how I didn't know about this album. Him and Muggs, it's definitely a masterpiece. I'm rocking with that. You don't agree?
Nah, what?
That 38 special. Exactly. So that 38 special joint. Yeah, and then I've been just little pieces here and there.
And I forgot my nigga Currency had dropped something too.
Yeah, Hot August Nights. That's a vibe. You know what I love about Currency?
I checked it.
Currency, you gotta take a little road trip. You gotta put some Currency on.
Absolutely, it have you vibing.
Drop the seat real low. You good to go.
Spit up.
Jet life. So you know what's crazy? Last time we were here, we definitely talked about some stuff that we wanted to hear, and now those are like upcoming projects. Willie the Kid had dropped Pearls, which is like a best of. We mentioned the Sky Zoo Pete Rock joint.
Yeah.
So September 5th for that. Alchemist is actually dropping a project tomorrow. I know he got Rock Marcy on there, Action, Mayhem. It's called, I think it's like Yacht Boat 2 or Yacht Music 2, something like that. Then you got
don't forget me, I'm dropping too, man.
Facts. You got Mayhem and
playing, man. It's coming soon, stay tuned.
Word. You got Mayhem and Muggs dropping on September 6th, members only. Oh, September 5th, and you got Ghost dropping September 6th. His project.
Man, I had seen an interview. Mayhem dropped and said he's doing something with
Derringer. Him and Derringer dropping a project at the end of the year.
That's
gonna be crazy.
Derringer be wilding. Huh? He remind me a little bit of Alchemist.
I can't wait for
with that. With his beat, Kanye be.
I fuck with Mayhem.
I said Kanye. Conway be wigging on Derringer.
Yo, you know what's funny that you And once again, I watched another Vlad interview, and I would never normally watch Vlad, but Conway was kind of spazzed on Vlad because Vlad had basically said Derringer. He was like, "Yeah, he like Alchemist."
He was like, hold up,
what you mean he like Alchemist? He ain't like no Alchemist. Like he went off on Homeboy, which is funny, as he should. You know what I mean? Because I can see how you can compare the two, but Derringer can definitely hold his own standing alone. You know what I mean?
His ear for music is.
We spoke about my guy Pusha T last time too. He just dropped a new track. He dropped today's the 29th. He dropped a new track yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
What he dropped this shit with Lauryn Hill.
Yeah, I heard him talking about what he went through basically to get her on there. He's basically the only rapper to get her to feature on something.
He probably had to wait 3 years for her to show up.
Probably. But yo, think about it. Like, who else got Lauren on something? And you know what's crazy? That you say that? Because
Lauren, you gotta get on my album, you know, May Baby shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm a May 25th. I know you around there, you know, 26 or something.
the last year.
Holla at me, you know what I'm saying?
it?
We make some magic, you know what I'm saying?
What was it? It was 2009 or 10. Me and you went to Rock the Bells. It was the year you didn't go, and it was like one of the last years they had
I
it.
think that was 2011.
Not the one at Governor's
Couldn't have been
Island.
09.
Yeah, it was on Governor's Island.
Yeah, that was
So-
2011.
It was, right?
Or 10.
One of
11.
those. Long story
I
short.
went to the last one at Governor's Island.
So it had to be the year before that then. So long story short, that was the first time I seen Lauren perform, and she was on time. And it was an amazing set. Then right after that, like every time you hear about her performing after that, she was wild late. So I just thought it was funny because like I got to see her live. She did a whole set, and then boom, after that it was like,
Listen, man, Geminis, we do a lot. You know what I'm saying? A lot of fucking places and a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? You got, you know, shouts out to Lauren, I understand. You
Hey,
know what I'm
Mr.
saying?
Merry Christmas, your guy dropped a new track too.
Who?
Max.
Bigger Bell?
Absolutely.
Ooh, see?
It's called So Cold.
What?
Shouts out, that's another Gemini right
And
there. As
you
well.
know who he put
A
on
May
that joint?
Baby too.
You know who we put on it that kind of threw me off? We spoke about earlier.
Who?
A Boogie.
Yes, I seen it.
I can
and
see
ain't
why
even
they would be
listened.
on a track together though. You wouldn't have a Boogie without a Max B.
Right, nobody ran with that style like Max.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of.
I mean, that
So what did
rap
you think of
scene
it?
type.
Oh, he ain't skip a beat. He's
He's still
that time ain't do shit to him.
Nah, it didn't.
I'm just gonna keep it real.
Yeah.
Isn't his voice a little different now though?
Nah, Bigger still got it.
You still got it? Or
He still got it.
You know?
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
I'll be checking for him.
definitely.
Word.
You know?
So
Wave, boy.
Shouts out to Bigger Val.
Big and Valley.
Max had that wave.
Let's switch over to TV shows for a minute. For my Snowfall watchers, I missed this Wednesday's episode. I ain't watched that yet. But
We can't talk about it then.
no, we gonna talk about anything
I'm a
prior
little
to
excited about that.
Bro.
Episode.
So then, yeah, you can't talk about it then. Shut the
You
fuck
ain't-
up.
yeah, see? You-
What's the
No,
next
we
one?
talk about the joint before that real quick.
I don't even know. That's why I said let's go.
Yo, this season of Snowfall is real.
Listen, but we're gonna hear about it next
This
episode.
shit had me standing up watching TV.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You did you get a chance to watch it?
Nah.
Man, y'all
So
missing
with
out.
that,
Y'all gotta watch
We're
this.
gonna skip the topic then, cause I don't wanna.
All right,
spoil it for y'all.
so then briefly, what is everybody watching? We'll just do that.
Yo, I started watching this. Excuse my language. Shit called The Boys. It's on
Oh, from
It's
Prime.
on Amazon Prime. Trust
Yeah,
me.
I ain't started, but I
That
told
superhero joint.
Oh,
Some
my goodness,
dude I
yo.
work with was telling me about
The
it.
Boys?
Same with me. My
The
guy,
Boys
shouts
got
out to
me.
my guy Big Dan. He was telling me about it. I
Now I'm gonna have to
watch
check that out.
The
Word.
Boys got me fucked up right now. I'm just gonna be honest.
it. I heard that shit was hard.
It's definitely tough. You know what? It's on some superhero shit, but it's relatable.
Gotcha.
Right? Cause P,
They like celebrities too,
they
right? Some
P
type-
gang.
some
It's
type shit like that.
just like normal everyday police government shit. They superheroes, right? They supposed to be out here protecting and serving, right? But they doing dirt at the same time, covering it up. So you know what I'm saying?
Sound like a lot of you muff.
Exactly. So even though it's on some superhero shit, it's definitely got some realness to
Word.
So they
That's
just
what's up.
humans again.
it. Pretty much. But if you haven't checked that out, definitely check it out. It's on Amazon Prime. If you don't have an account, figure it out.
Word. Trapping out the bandwidth.
We broke and we figured it out.
Word.
So,
Yo, you guys
Word.
have no idea.
Um,
Boom, 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 onomatopoeia.
So for me, I got a couple shows in rotation. Off the DC universe, Swamp Thing, Young Justice, and season 2 of Titans is about to drop. They got my man Deathstroke in there, so I'm looking forward to that. Obviously, I caught half of Sunday's episode of Power, and then Snowfall.
Oh yeah, don't skip over. Don't skip
like
over
that,
that,
nigga. He just tried to like.
I mean, I just said, you know, because I ain't watched the whole episode like I should have. I gotta go dissect
We can't
it.
talk about that either.
Nah, we can. Because I mean,
I can, but I'm.
I watched it. I caught
You
it.
see how he tried to slide it in there?
I'm like
Nah,
season 2. I'm so behind in Power. Like
right now. You can't talk about shit today.
I'm so behind.
No.
in Power,
So here's the
it's
thing.
crazy.
Why I say I only watched half of it, because I watched it and then the other half I watched at work. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like I knew what was going on.
So he was tucking gadgets and shit because his boss was coming. You
Facts.
ain't even get the full. You can't get the full. Come on, man.
It's too late now. You just said.
Nah, I'm gonna be up to date. So you know, next episode we really gonna go in on that, and I'm gonna have to get on this other joint.
All right,
also.
well, Pete, I got something else, and y'all better have watched this shit. I'm gonna look into the camera. That new Dave Chappelle special.
Oh, I heard about that. I gotta check that
Come
out.
on, man. What you mean you heard about that? You gotta watch
did.
that.
Which one?
Immediately.
The last one I
The
seen
new
was when he
one.
was
It's a
like,
Netflix
just-
joint, right?
Yes, it
I
just
think
dropped.
I've seen a couple.
It just dropped on
snippet or
Netflix.
That's the
clips
one when
from
he ended it like, so
There's
I
no-
kicked her in the pussy.
Did he?
No.
That one, I see that one, yo. I see that one. But hold up, is it the one where he talked about he found out his son smoked weed?
Yeah, that one. That's what I
Nah.
was talking about.
I see
Oh, so it's
that
not
one, yo.
He
All
got
right,
a new
all
one.
right.
Shit, yeah,
He got
dying.
he, on this new one.
He says, "I kicked her in the pussy."
She ain't had no stovetop stuffing, right? Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
On this new one, he's in.
They ran out. That's what it was.
Yeah, he was like, he got this thing where he just write punchlines. He don't have the joke yet, but you know what I mean? He just have mad
It ain't that
punchlines in.
On this new one, he talking about Michael Jackson. He talking about R. Kelly. He talking about that clown motherfucking Jesse Smollett.
Oh.
He's talking about what else is he talking about? He's talking about y'all gotta see this. He talking about I'm gonna say exactly because I'm trying not to laugh. I'm trying to be correct. I'm gonna say it just like he said it. He talking about them alphabet people. He down in Atlanta and he going in. That's all I'm gonna say. He talking about them alphabet people.
Reading rainbows.
So y'all definitely gotta check that out, man.
So what about you, Caramel homie?
I'm late, son. I stopped watching TV so long ago. Like, I mean, I be on Netflix. I watch it's this London show. It's called Top Boy. It's pretty much about these two friends, you know, who's running the town, getting their bread. They was getting robbed. They had to get the money back for their head dude.
Yep.
Somewhere down the line, the two homies stopped messing with each other because one of them feel like the other one kind of switching up and all that stuff. Like,
Gotcha.
yeah, I mean, so it's called Top Boy. It takes place in London. I don't know. Sound like I'm old school. So I watch kung fu flicks, Shaw Brothers and Wu-Tang Collection and all that. Like I be on Netflix, all that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
As a
Like
matter of fact, too.
Hotel Transylvania with my Netflix. Like I don't, you know
When
what I
we said
mean?
last time, I'm gonna take my hat off real quick. Yo, don't mind my cut.
We broke, baby.
You know how we do. We woof it around here. Well, I'm clean a little bit, but
We spoke about the spot last time. How
Yeah, it's
how y'all
finally
feel-
progressing. Finally.
Yeah, 'cause-
they finally got out the damn house.
Yeah, we up to like episode 4
Yep.
now.
Yep.
So it's starting to pick up.
What is it?
It's called The Spot. It's a web
spin-off
series
from
on YouTube.
Money and Violence.
Yeah.
oh, I was.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, hold on. Didn't Rafe make? Ain't that his name?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
called
alright.
The Spot.
Shout out
But
to
it didn't pick up as fast as Money and Violence. It's kind of starting slow, but
I'm gonna check that.
I'm
Wait, hold on.
I'm gonna check that.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Back like we never left.
You know, everybody loves Christmas.
Word.
The fuck you
And
doing, man?
somebody
You about to take your chain.
Hold on, stop that.
Nah, man, let that rock.
Somebody paid you.
That's some Brokest podcast shit.
Wait a minute.
Nigga had no production.
Do you know that your feet are in this?
Yeah.
You know, absolutely.
Hey, what's up, Killer?
Damn, I got lights on and stuff.
Chop, chop. Yeah, niggas don't know, man. Chop, chop, chop.
So I guess let's switch gears for a minute, man. Like I was telling y'all, man, moments in hip hop. Freddie Gibbs, Madlib, Boiler Room in London. Speaking of London, so for those of y'all who don't know, the Boiler Room is basically company set. They bring like iconic hip hop people over. They've had Pete Rock, Adrian Young, Prime, Primo. They come over there and basically just rock out. But so Freddie Gibbs, Madlib, this was an event, bro. Like it was so ill. Like Freddie Gibbs doing what he do, just being the character that he is. And for those of y'all who don't, follow Freddie Gibbs on Instagram. His Instagram stories are ridiculous, hilariously funny. So yeah, Freddie Gibbs doing what he do. Madlib just being mysterious Madlib. Like this dude DJ'd an entire set, didn't say a word. You know what I mean? Like he literally was just speaking with his hands, rocking the crowd, and you had Freddie doing what he was doing. Like I see this a couple years from now being like one of those top moments in hip hop. Like it was so ill the way Freddie just rocked the crowd, and you know you could tell he was either drunk or high out of his mind, but it was definitely dope.
Yeah. So what other moments?
I don't know about a moment, but is it true that Benny's supposed to be signing with Hov to that Rock Nation joint?
Yeah, he signed a management deal with Rock
You
Nation.
touched on that.
Yeah.
You touched on that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, it could be anything. It could be something old, new, just something that sticks out to you. You know what I mean? As far as a moment.
Dude, I got a bunch of moments that stick out to me.
Word.
Just like, not too long ago, we was talking about how we went to, the last Rock the Bells at Governor's Island.
Mm-hmm.
That was that was so epic, man. Like the culture, man. We gotta step it up. We gotta get
Definitely.
more. We gotta bring that back. Like that was.
Shouts out to my
When
little
we went
sister.
to go
She said
see
she
P
going to
that
Made in
time too, like
America.
whatchamacallit?
Who see who?
Over in
P.
Oh, at the Blue Note? Yeah, that was an
Blue Note,
event.
Yeah.
You went
Rest
with us
in
that
peace,
day?
P.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
you did go with us. That's right. That
Lit.
shit. Oh my God, that was like historic. That was like one of his last joints.
It was.
Word,
You
son.
know, so that shit was ill too. Like, very sentimental kind of. It gave you that feeling. I like the Blue Note.
Yeah, I gotta go back.
Yeah,
It's
the
a
Blue
nice
Note's
little
ill.
spot.
You've been there, obviously. We saw
And
Skies
Bigger
there.
cups for them drinks.
First
though.
time I went, you took me there, Wax. The first time.
Word.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Blue Note. If you ain't been to the Blue Note, man, check it out when they having their late night specials. It is definitely an experience.
Dope. That
It's
whole
basically
strip.
a live hip hop concert at a jazz club, and they treat it like a real jazz event. So, live instruments. You're not just rocking out with your instrumentals. It's a grown man event because you sitting down enjoying a live concert, having a drink, eating whatever you eating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You could wear a suit and tie to this event and rock out to some Mobb Deep. Like it's that dope.
Absolutely.
Another one that stands out when we went and saw Griselda at studio
Webster
at
Hall?
Webster Hall. Yeah,
Oh my, Merry Christmas.
yes.
God damn.
Because they had you had
That was classical.
yeah.
That was fucking.
You had Rock Marciano come out on stage. You had Smoke
Raekwon,
DZA,
Chef.
Raekwon,
My
Prodigy.
nigga Shot Hef too. He was there.
Yup.
Jay Worthy was
Yup.
there. Like
Mayhem Loren
underground
was
niggas.
there.
Yup. Mayhem.
There was a bunch of dudes, yo. They had like Bernadette
SP.
Price, yup, Sean Price and Jada.
Yes. Yo, that shit was fire. Even though we was all the way in the back. Still.
You was still in the building though.
Yes.
You
Yup.
got broke though, so that's
Exactly.
why. Back.
Yeah, that's what I gotta say, but it's me.
understand, I get it.
Merry Christmas. It was a present.
Yo, we done had some legendary joints at Toads too. Like when we went to go see DMX, that was pretty
Oh,
legendary.
absolutely. He coming
The
back
most
too.
legendary
so-
shit. Let me tell you the most legendary shit I seen at Toads.
And Cap come out.
Redman and fucking Method
They
Man.
had Planet
Nigga, sort of
Asia.
like
Yeah,
Yes,
that was at
at
Toads.
Toads.
Nah, I
You remember seeing Red and Meth at
Yeah,
Toll?
absolutely.
Nigga, that shit had to be like one of
didn't
the
see-
best.
I didn't
Them
see-
was the first niggas I see stepping on the crowd. Niggas wasn't even like crowd surfing.
Nah,
Niggas
they was
stepping-
walking on the
niggas
crowd.
was stepping on the crowd. Shout out to Red and Meth for that.
I seen
Yo,
Red and
CT
Meth
be
multiple
having some
times
classic
at
joints,
big
yo.
For real.
He be having
though.
some artists come out.
Not
with
enough
some
like
real shit, you-
Toads.
Not to cut you off, but for what you just said, we be having some classical joints. Cause you know what somebody had said to me, we're the supporters for music.
We are.
Nigga,
Absolutely.
because you,
really are.
you
A lot of
remember
people
like
in the industry fuck
if you
with
really
us, son.
think the mecca of hip hop
We
is
gotta
from,
tell you-
is from
I'm
New
happy
York,
you brought that
nigga,
up.
we the supporters, like
Exactly.
not for nothing. Like I'm not trying to knock any of the.
I mean,
whole
our
nation.
market is the next market
But
for them to
I'm-
hit right away.
Yes.
I'm so
nigga.
happy you brought that up.
Yeah, nigga.
Because
like,
listen,
you know,
I'm in New York daily, right? And nothing pisses me off more than, and this ain't on no racist shit either. Nothing pisses me off more than when I walk out of fucking Penn Station and I always see a freaking like Elton John or somebody on a big ass
yeah.
billboard
Billboard and shit,
outside of freaking Madison Square Garden, and the shit just says another sold out event. And they ain't playing no new shit. That's all old school classic music.
Right. We need more
Why the
hip hop
hell
artists
can't-
doing that. Yeah.
Exactly. Why the hell can't hip hop artists fill these big venues like that? Like
You only
come
got a
on
select
now.
few who could do that, like
You know what I'm
Nas,
saying?
Hove,
Yeah, like that's
Ross.
insane.
You know, certain people do
Why
it.
do you feel it is though? That's the question.
I think
You know
maybe
what?
some
Because
of the
I feel-
promoters or like the places that
It's
they might want to
many,
throw the
it's
shows.
many fucking
The energy.
schematics to the business game. I think that go behind it. You know,
And I
due
agree.
to the fact of who owns the fucking venues,
True.
things of that nature.
Benny was just complaining about that.
Who owns their records? Like, who's to say they even own their own shit?
But,
Yeah,
but hold on though. But even
You know what I'm- you- but
let's
you
say
get what I'm
let's say
saying,
they don't
man.
have ownership to their publishing and shit like that though. That can't stop them from getting show money.
But
It can to some degree. Like,
A promoter, if a promoter, let's say a promoter wants to book 20 fucking hip hop acts and pack the
I'm not
fucking
saying
garden.
it was the
No.
problem either. I'm just giving out mad different like scenarios.
I think there is certain situations where certain artists can't perform certain things live. You know what I mean? Depending on who owns the record or not. I don't know like the in depth, but I see what you're saying. We definitely can have an event where if you
Yeah.
pack book
I
20
definitely
artists
get it,
and
yeah.
Yeah.
and definitely fill it up because you grabbing different genres and you grabbing a whole bunch of different crowds and different people to come there and show up.
And I mean, it could be, the support goes oh so far too when you
Absolutely.
put it out that way.
But-
Like somebody put it to like, yo, when you growing up, honestly, like I seen this shit on YouTube and it was on the Freddie shit. You grow up poor, you around people with that poor mentality,
Yeah.
so that shit is hard to overcome. So it goes back to black people bashing black because that's how it was when we first came over here. That's how it was fucking taught. Like we was taught to hate our skin and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I think that has part of to do with it too. Like it's just a natural. Like you'd be like, well, why is so much black on black crime and shit like that? That all ties into that whole aspect of.
Yeah, but see, this shit I hate though is like, some of these, and not to say all of them, some of these artists, they get bitter and they act like it's us not supporting. We supporting.
Nah,
Trust.
definitely.
Like if you guys are having shows, your real fans are gonna show the fuck up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't drop nothing new.
But that's how you
still-
can tell
we
if somebody
still-
has a real following and a
Exactly.
true talent. Like you can have a hit record and that be that, but if you put out classic, good quality music,
Yo, when X
people gonna go to your shows.
When X go back to Toes next month, I'm in the building
I
because
guarantee
I
it'll be
know
a
his
sold out show,
catalog.
right?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
X, boy.
X is
So-
one of them niggas that might like that. He could probably like. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
So-
X, let me tell you something, X. If
That
you
nigga
don't,
was my
X, if
favorite
you
rapper
don't
at
never
one
get
point.
clean, if you never get clean, X, I'm still gonna support you forever.
Yo, so to add
That's
on
my word.
what you just said though, we gotta kind of blame some of the older people who used to listen to hip hop. Like the late 40s and 50-year-old people as well, because a lot of times people think, oh, I'm older, I can't go to this show, I can't do that. Like you can still go to a concert,
And
bro,
have a good time.
and still have a good time. Like if you was rocking
Definitely
out
true.
the G-Rap in the late 80s, early 90s, and you see him putting on a show, don't tell yourself you can't go. Like, go, have fun,
I'm
enjoy
going.
that.
That ain't my era, and I'm going.
I'm definitely
Shit.
going.
So I think that plays a part in it too, just with hip hop. Like, it's always associated with being like a young man's game, and it's like,
They try to push us. They
Or
try to push
violence,
us
too.
out of
Right.
our
You know what I'm
own
saying?
shit.
That's what they
How you
gotta
gonna
be.
push us out of something that we created?
Exactly.
How you gonna put a deadline on something that we created?
it's like, oh, once you hit 40, it's like, boom, that's
Yeah.
it for your hip hop career.
But to a lot of them, though, it ain't, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of duality, so I see both sides of many
I'm not
shit.
saying that's it. That's
But
just
Pete,
another
Pete,
piece to
listen,
add to it.
When people say that too, you got to take into consideration a financial situation with the people grown now. You know what I'm saying? Them people that support Elton John, 9 times out of 10, niggas been straight. Niggas got trust fund type shit. You get what I'm saying?
So you're talking about the
It's just-
demographics involved with
Yeah,
that. That's
It's,
what you're saying.
it's Elton John, it's Billy Joel. I'm getting tired of seeing their faces
But you
up
get what
on
I'm
Madison
saying,
Square
though?
Garden billboards, man. I'm just saying, because this shit is depressing. Because like we wanna pack the Garden too. Like,
Don't
come on,
degrade
man.
us to the Barclays Center.
Like, come on, man, this is crazy to me.
But
You mean to tell me y'all can't throw Wu-Tang up there and be like, listen, all right, Wu
They
coming
came
through.
out. I don't think they really
Wu-Tang,
want that
if
type
Wu
of
throw
energy.
something
Like,
up there, nigga,
Yo, they
they're
from
selling
New
out.
York. They
People ain't
from New
fighting
York.
at Woo shows though. Like, I mean, cause like real talk.
That's another. Yeah, you're right though. That is another.
You know what I mean?
reason,
That's
too.
what it be with certain artists. It
Yeah.
be not
They bring
necessarily
that-
the
they bring
artist.
that
It's just
whole
yeah,
type
the
of
you know what I mean?
demographic,
That
like you
crowd
were saying,
that
bring it
come
back
in.
to that.
But it don't always be that though. Like, think about how many shows me and
But
you
it
done been
don't
to,
always. But
and we done part of the crowd like
in
the
the
Red
back,
Sea.
in the
Yeah.
back of people's mind, that
Oh
could
no,
happen.
those hip hop
You know
artists.
what
You know what I
I'm
mean? It's gonna
saying?
cause
Like,
There's too many of
possibility.
us in one
Like,
side.
you
We
know
all
what I
drink,
mean?
we all
Like,
smoke.
listen,
I mean, sometimes.
I
You
done
want to
been
bring
to,
those rappers here, huh? Like, that's what's gonna
It
happen.
goes
you
back
know?
to, well, all right, well, you could listen to my shit outside, but you don't want to invite me into your house.
word.
Fuck
And
outta
listen,
here.
we done been to so many shows. I done part of the crowd like the Red Sea. I done damn near stepped on people, and you know these motherfuckers be showing the moment. They
It's
give you a
all
damn
love.
hug, like,
Exactly.
oh, I get
It's
it.
all
Now
love.
you good, baby. Do your thing. Like, there don't be no
Exactly.
type of
Everybody
issue.
vibing. Everybody vibing. Man, I done been to some classic shows, man.
Definitely,
Yo,
man.
as a matter of fact, let's get back into that. Yo, I think the only person that I never saw live was Big. Coming, but when you talking about Mobb Deep, you talking about
Word.
Wu-Tang, you talking about fucking Killer Army,
Yeah.
you talking about the whole Terror Squad, you talking about Big Pun. I seen Big Pun multiple times.
Word.
Multiple times. A lot of people never saw these cats perform live coming up. Like,
You know who I need to see live? Even though he's fat and bigger than a blimp now, Busta.
Word.
I need to
I
see Busta
I
live.
seen Buster too, Redman, Meth. I didn't see them all, man.
Word.
Word up.
Another moment, hip hop, just to switch for a second. I know you're gonna remember this because we used to love this growing up. ODB's freestyle on Yo MTV Raps.
Classic.
Sometimes, what do you say? The lip.
Feel like some shit like that.
No, yeah.
That shit was hard.
Sometimes you just gotta scream and shout. Something he said, I can't remember, but yo, that freestyle was so ill, bro. It was so funny. That's like Black Thought, you know what I mean, on Funk Flex, like bodied it. There's so many dope moments that we gotta like play up and just really make it an iconic thing, especially for the newer era. I think, especially the freestyles. Some of these freestyles be so legendary. You know who else I didn't get to see live? I want to see live. Most Def and Black Thought.
Word. Word. I would like to see Talib too, like the whole Black Star. Like I would love for them to do it.
Word.
What? Chill.
Oh, I've seen Common too multiple times. Common is fucking, he's raw live.
Or
You know who?
What?
Rest in peace. You know who I fuck with that live? I was surprised. Sean Price, nigga. When he
yeah,
was
shout out
at
to Sean
Toes,
Price, man.
Nah, I never saw P.
Yo.
Never seen
Oh
never
my
seen P
God.
live.
Sean Price's crowd control is amazing. He's a
Yo.
Never
character.
seen P live.
Yo, he is a. So I remember watching this clip on YouTube. Right, P was like, he was going somewhere like, let's just say it was a predominantly white town. Yeah. So he was like, I'm gonna test the crowd control tonight. He's like, it's gonna be all white people there. He was like, I guarantee you they all gonna say nigga, right? So P got on stage. He was like, he basically hit him with the like, make money, money, make money, money, money. They follow suit. Then he goes, all right, now everybody say, nigga, 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 nigga. And yo, the whole crowd followed suit. And then he threatened to whoop like everybody ass. He slapped some dude on stage one time, like a fan jumped on stage. He slapped the fan and talk about, I'm sorry, it was just a reaction. Like, yo. P was a character. He's part of the reason the name of this podcast is the Brokest Podcast. You know. If you know, you know. If you don't, do your Googles.
You gotta respect it.
But yeah, P was a character, man. His crowd control was amazing, and Home he just got busy. He did his thing. You know what I mean?
Definitely did. Merry Christmas.
LP, man, rest in peace. Man. The whole Helter, son, boot camp, click, all that, man.
Absolutely.
That's my era. That's my type of music. All
Word.
this, you know what I mean? I ain't with none of this.
But yo, you can still get that type of music. It's just, putting in that work to look for it.
Nah, I just mean that feel. You know what
Gotcha.
I'm saying? Like that feel,
I
like
mean,
that real mixtape era.
Oh,
when you want to go to the
yeah,
store
yeah.
to grab the mixtapes, like when Clues was dropping in the Tony Dokas and
Gotcha, I see what you
DJ
mean.
Silver Surfer and all, you know what I mean? That era when
DJ Ron G.
all that, you know what I'm saying? When the Source magazine was somewhat popular, you know what I mean? You go,
I used to love watching and looking
You know what I
at the
mean?
Source magazine. I used to
All
just go
that.
in the little motherfucking grocery store aisle.
Absolutely.
Right,
I mean-
like my people will be shopping, looking at the magazines.
Word.
You
I
know?
mean, like that
Oh.
era,
That's why I
that
used to
feel for the
That's
music,
why I
like
used
it's
to love
just,
going to the grocery
it's hard
store,
to
looking
get
at
that feeling. I mean, so when I do come across dudes
Fucking
who
word
sound like
up.
that, I hold on to them. Like, oh,
Yeah, you
wow.
definitely-
Because it's a lot of dudes that I don't like. I listen to that I don't rock with. Like, for instance, the whole Chicago movement. Like, I won't say whole, but let's say the Chief Keef and all that.
Yeah, like the drill music. I get what you're going
Dudes
with
not
that.
lyrical. Some of their music in the club, it get you like.
It's a dude
But
from
to
Chicago,
listen to him
like,
all day, like I
he,
can't
I
do it,
fuck with
son.
him. His name Lucky.
I
Lucky
can't do it,
X,
son.
but now he's changed his shit to just Lucky.
But yo, and that
check on he from Chicago, but his shit different. Like
in that situation though, you got
Old school Chicago, like Crucial Conflict.
Yeah, but with the way
in
um,
the middle of the barn, like that type of shit, like
you old soul.
you know what I mean? For
yeah,
real,
yeah.
son. Like
you aging yourself
you know what I
early.
mean? Like for real, son.
This
Bring
dude
it
added
up.
15 years on his life.
Yeah, man.
Bringing up all the different artists that we just mentioned. See, this is why when they do that fuckery of that stupid ass bullshit top 10, top 5 list, I don't even fucking involve myself in it. Why am I swearing? Why am I swearing?
Yeah.
Language. I don't even
Yeah.
like talking like
Listen,
this.
sorry, you
It's
two,
just
don't
the
kill us.
passion. This is
Don't-
the
yeah, you
Now,
passion.
just about to
Especially
say
when it
that.
come to hip hop, man.
why am I
We passionate
saying
about
the
hip hop,
energy, you know?
man.
That's
I
it.
don't talk like this.
Yeah, man.
But hold on though.
But
Wait,
this is
wait,
why-
hold on. Merry Christmas.
In a happy.
Yeah, why am I swearing, guys?
I mean, you just,
passion, baby.
you
feeling
passionate.
it, you know.
Alright, so yeah,
I see your toe curling up. Like,
Because you know, social media got people going crazy. You know, they put out these lists, right?
Yeah,
and I feel like we don't need no list because I think back to the people I used to like coming up. It's different eras and periods in your life where you liked certain people during those times. So like,
because you going through different shit.
yeah,
At all
so
times.
so what these lists do is they try to make you exclude MCs that you grew up on. How can you exclude these people when they played a major part in your upbringing?
Right.
Like when I was coming up young, it was at one point KRS-One was the top dog in my mind.
Right, he's still
in
the teacher,
80s.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Then I made my transition to Ice Cube. He was the top dog at that time in the early 90s.
Right.
Then I made my transition, you know, back and forth. I had Big
I
Daddy
think-
Kane, I had Cool G Rap.
So when you
don't
make
try to
those lists
me-
though,
yeah,
I
don't-
feel like if you're gonna make that list, like you just gotta respect the next man's opinion. Like no list is an
Exactly.
end all be all. Cause like
exactly.
I just look at it like, yo, all right, that's cool. That's who you rock with. This is who I rock with.
I look at it like, yeah, yo, Merry Christmas. You know? That's how I look at
But
it.
yeah, adding on to that, I know you don't like rock with a lot of the new stuff. I feel like, hip hop is at a point where there's so many different genres. So yeah, I like what I like. I really like, I really love wordplay, storytelling.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna listen to on an everyday basis. But if I'm about to go out, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna put on some ratchet ass music. You know what
Yeah,
I
don't
mean?
give me like I don't work with the baby, but that back in the act and gone.
Right,
but if in the club, smack the shit out of a nigga like, word. You know what I mean? Like,
you getting dressed to go out. I have no problem playing that. I'm gonna put that type of stuff on.
That's then you're going back to the reason why it is popping is that's the energy that's out there with this
that
whole
type of energy
generation.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like
You know what I like that social media did do?
Don't force us to choose, though.
No.
Don't force us and say that's the end all be all. Don't do that. That's corny.
I ain't
Don't,
with it.
don't,
Like,
don't
no
do that.
straight disrespect, but I'm not on that wave. Like Meg Thee Stallion, I don't consider her hot. Like she not a top lyrical MC like how all these girls.
a lot of these
Meg,
I couldn't
like
tell you
how
how they
bugging.
look.
How bugging.
Exactly.
You know what
I'm
I'm
with
saying?
you.
Like
You know
you
what I'm saying?
bugging.
I
Like
can
you know
tell
what I'm
you how
saying?
they
Like
look, but
you can't
you
compare
don't
Meg to a
disrespect
Rhapsody. I
them,
think
but,
Rhapsody
like,
a
we
smoker.
like,
Yeah,
I'm not-
In a
definitely.
battle too, like
I'm not checking
what?
for a lot of
Chill.
y'all. I mean, get y'all money, but
But
like,
get your money, Meg. You heard?
I'm not really. checking
Yeah, I
for
respect
that.
anybody getting their
I
money in
mean,
hip
cash
hop.
dogs, get your money. Like
Yeah, but you know what I do like about social media? What it has done for hip hop? It's like a gift and a curse. I do like the fact that it puts pressure on some of these artists to put out good material sooner than what they would. Because you know, back in the early 2000s and even in the 90s, you might get like a dope album from like a Jada, and then you're not gonna get another album for another 3, 4, 5 years. You know what I mean? Whereas like now, dudes is putting out an album either every year or every other year. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you getting more classic material now, especially these last couple of years. We getting way more material than what we've gotten in the past. Since 2016, I feel like we've had some classic stuff consistently coming out.
Yeah, I can give you that. But then I feel like,
There's a bunch of garbage behind it coming through.
but then I feel like I can't really like enjoy it as much as I should because there's so much coming behind it.
Oversaturated.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Well, I mean, you gotta find what works for you.
Me,
You know
it
what I mean?
take time for shit to resonate. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think that's
It
the
take
good and
time.
bad thing about music
Shit ain't
now.
just
Like
gonna
yeah.
happen like that.
back then, it
You
wasn't
know?
as easy to get on.
Right. No,
Now
definitely
it's
wasn't.
super easy for anybody to get on.
Let me bring
like,
it back, because what you just said. Because in the 38 special shit, he got a skit.
Ooh,
You know, and
I
he
know what you're
talks
talking about.
that. He's like, yo, you know, back in the days, you know, you had to pay your $100 an hour, whatnot, to go to the studio.
Basically, the hustlers was
Nowadays-
paying for that.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Because the shit came from the streets, so you know, you had your mans put you on and whatnot.
And he said it in his RZA voice.
Right, that definitely was.
He said, what did he say at the end?
But he basically was like, yeah, like nowadays it's just so easy, like studios right in your apartment.
He
You know what
said,
I'm saying?
he said, nowadays the baby can work the tablet, God.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's true. You know what I'm saying? Baby can work the tablet.
Word.
Yeah, but it's the whole reasoning behind where we're at today. You know what I'm saying? Gift and the curse through technology. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
It's in everybody's hands.
Hey,
And honestly, like, you know, people always related rap and drugs and the whole rap game, crack game ordeal, and that's what's happening. When crack came out, you had mad people flooding it. Shit was oversaturated. It's the same thing that's happening now. You know?
Word.
I got a
Rap
confession
is
too, man.
oversaturated. You know what I'm saying?
I got a confession.
What's that?
I had to stop following rappers on social media. It's probably been about 5 months
Chop their
now.
ass off. Huh?
Yeah, and it's because this is not just rappers, but primarily rappers, but famous people in a whole. Because it started, to me, this is just me. It started getting to the point where it's like, all right, it's no longer with the social media bullshit. It's no longer about their talent anymore. You know, you in the same token, it's like, all right, they're supposed to be dropping music, but you're bringing up scandals. You're bringing up who's fucking who. Excuse my language. Why am I cussing again?
passion, baby. Let it flow.
Listen, we're sorry, YouTube. Please don't knock us,
ain't
YouTube.
You're bringing up who's having
This
sex
is
with
cordially
who.
not Mr.
You-
DCYLP.
You're bringing up.
Namaste.
You're bringing up how much money these individuals got, who got more money than who's doing this, who's doing. I don't want to know all of that. I don't care at the end of the day. Bless you, okay.
It's all about the talent, the
your
music.
side piece is pregnant, okay. Good for you. I don't care about your side piece. Keep that shit under wraps. I don't care.
Word.
Give me some new music, or give me a new movie, or give me some new comedy. I don't care about your personal life.
Word.
So I had to delete that out of my life because it was driving me crazy. I can't even enjoy social media because it's making me
something.
depressed. Yeah,
Gotcha.
there's always some BS going on.
That's a gift and a curse.
You know
of
what I'm
social
saying?
media.
Like, it's crazy.
Right.
I don't want to know who's sleeping with who. I don't want to know who, like,
Right.
fucking dogs.
You know,
I don't
naturally,
excuse my language.
You know, in
I don't
life,
want to
that's
know
natural,
that
you know?
stuff.
As good
You know
as
what I'm
something
saying?
is, as good as something is, it's as bad as something.
It's crazy,
you know
but
what I'm saying?
I follow comedians though because I like to laugh every day.
Yeah.
But all that other nonsense,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Later
Maybe
for a
one
while.
day I'll come back to y'all, but right now I need my own sanity.
I hear that.
Let's carry
You know,
on.
yeah, I know y'all looking for me over there. Out there, you know, I had people come to me every day like, yo, where you at on there, man? Fuck all that, man. Y'all niggas ain't gonna find me, man. You know, Merry Christmas, though. You know, keep checking. I'm a present.
All right, so now let's go ahead and wrap this up.
Cause I'm a gift.
Word.
That's smooth.
Merry
Nice
Christmas.
pickup, boy. Nice pickup. That was very old.
New
time,
hip hop
too.
dropping, man. Make sure you check out those projects we mentioned. You got anything going on? Anything coming up?
Well, I do. I just as a matter of fact, I just dropped this new design. Well, actually, I didn't drop it yet. I didn't expose it yet. I made it. I just made the sample today. It's something light though. I'm gonna put it out. I'll probably put it out this weekend.
Okay.
Other than that though, I got a bunch of different samples I'm gonna start releasing here and there just to, get back into the groove of things.
Word.
Cause hey, you know what too? I know we're supposed to be ending this, but like,
That's how shit be, man.
yeah.
How shit
These
be.
niggas like to talk.
All right, like, getting back to all these, all this shit that be coming out and stuff like too much of anything, like you start to like oversaturate shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Too much of something is not
yeah,
good.
so like
Except for
That's why
I don't-
you gotta watch y'all sugar.
except for Lorena's photography.
oh yeah, Lorena's the bomb.
Shout star.
If you don't know
shouts out
Lorena,
to
get
Dorita.
familiar with Lorena. But
She behind the
I got
camera
some-
making faces.
I got some samples at the crib and stuff like that.
Word.
Different things. I could put them out, but I feel
This
like
nigga
it's not
stunt.
time.
He don't want to model him.
It's not time to put them out. You know what I'm saying? It's not time.
Listen, man.
Like,
Don't let this man fool you. He a male IG model.
Ain't none of that. I'm trying to tell you, my followers is low. I follow
Like,
more
I got-
people who follow
I
me,
got shit from
and
Morel.
3/4 of them is like
Mel, but
strippers and porn actresses. I'm a pervert, like so.
anyways, look for your boy though.
Word.
Yo,
And
man,
if
that
it
shit is
doesn't make
natural.
sense, I don't want to talk about it.
Word. So what about you, Mr. Light Skin over here, Mr. Bitches? What you got going on?
I'm regular, man. I'm your average Joe Schmo.
Yeah, he's fucking
I
lying.
work and
Excuse
that's
my
it.
language. We
Regular
just
people.
Nigga,
shot.
I'm the worker.
We just did a photo shoot today.
on his behalf. Though.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't wake up like
Prodigy's
yo,
a Scorpio.
What up with a shoe?
I said, you know what? Let's do something kind of Prodigy inspired for October. Boom. So this man, Mr. Bitch, is about to put out some new
Your
content.
birthday in November.
You're right. It is in November. I'm messing up. He a Scorpio. That's all I remember. He a Scorpio. I'm on. You know what? I'm thinking of
Zodiacs.
Alchemist. Me and Alchemist
Yeah,
got the same
you're
birthday.
out.
I don't know nothing
Yeah.
about zodiacs. I'm an Aquarius.
So,
and that's it.
you know what I mean? We did that, so look out for that. Obviously, I'm gonna try to start pumping out more work. This man, he do what he do, the worker.
Yeah, man. Merry Christmas. I'm out here, but I'm inside right now.
Word.
It's okay, Step red, You see me, I'm out here, man. You don't need to know what I'm doing. I'm
Word.
doing me, That's that.
But once again, man, we are broke. We struggling. You see, I ain't got no shoes on in the video. So,
Yeah, man, niggas
you want to
selling.
sponsor this video, man? Hit me up. I got that Cash App, that PayPal.
All my shit from the flea market.
Word. I take children,
You know what I'm
grandparents,
saying?
food stamps. You know what I mean? You want to make a logo for us? Holla at us, man. We taking all of that, man.
man.
But make sure y'all like this video and subscribe, man. Brokest Podcast, Peace.
Grip.